One of the last questions I have for you is
Mhm.
if anyone wanted to get into voice acting now,
Mhm.
what would you suggest?
Okay, well, it's definitely not about just being a fan and doing impressions and all that. Everyone you're doing an impression of, those roles are cast. So what good does it do? Now, voice matching, which is basically doing an impression, is a super niche sort of thing that tends to happen here in LA because movies and TVs, they end up having to dub over parts of the thing because on-set recording is, choppers flying over or cell phones going off. They can't really use the on-set audio, but they will record on-set audio kind of just as a reference. The actors
Mhm.
often have to come back and dub over their performances. And when they can't, they'll get a person who can sound like them to do that. But again, hyper niche sort of thing. So are there people that made a career out of it? Probably, but not many, not most. So you got to decide what your goals are in voiceover. Yeah, the technology exists and you can live anywhere and technically be able to sustain a business model working in voiceover. But to do the cool stuff, the fun stuff, video games, anime, cartoons, I think you still really need to be where the work is. At least establish those working relationships before you talk about living long distance again and all that. Take acting classes. Let's emphasize acting, not voices. There are the people that do a million voices. To be a successful voice actor, you can make a living with just your own voice. You could become the name or the voice of a brand, like selling cars or, not literally a car salesman, but like a commercial, like of the
Mhm.
voice of a brand, Flow from Progressive. You could basically be a radio or TV version of that, like someone that's voicing all the things. It really is about honing your skills. It doesn't come fast or cheap or easy. You do got a network, but yeah, start Googling. A lot of voiceover people teach. I don't, but there's not enough time. But a lot of other actors, directors, writers, producers, they're all teaching their knowledge, everything they've learned and garnered through years of working in the industry. And if you're willing to make an investment in the craft, you can take the classes and learn different aspects of the industry. So focus on that first. Build your foundation of acting. Don't worry about investing in all this equipment and making a demo. That's not the first part of things. Eventually, when it feels right, your different voice coaches will hear how you progressed and say, all right, I think you're ready to record a demo. Again, a huge investment. It is not cheap. You can sit there and record a demo at home. Yeah, that's fine practice, but I wouldn't send that out to casting people, talent agents, and whatnot yet, because you don't know what the best of all what you have to offer as an actor is. That's why you need objectivity. You
Yeah.
need outside people who've worked in the business to have an ear for that and help you finesse and everything to get to that point to where then you can take your foundation of acting and now let's showcase that in a demo. And after the demo is done, then you can start okay, who do I email? Who do I drop this to? And now, yeah, tons of people on indie productions, especially, do casting calls over Twitter. They'll reach out saying, "Hey, send me your demos. I'm casting a so and so," and it's like, "Wow, I didn't have that when I started. The internet was kind of new back then." So, but you don't want to just start sending auditions in or asking to audition if you haven't even taken an acting class. It's great that you're interested, but that's not enough. You got to find out if you're really 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 kind of meant to do this. And I would encourage anybody who's interested in it to try rather than wondering what if, because
Mhm.
boy, wouldn't that suck to find out somehow through the magic of the universe. It's like you would have made a great voice actor instead of someone who has a day job that they don't like, surrounded by people you don't like, and barely making ends meet. I mean, yeah, to get to the point where you make a living doing something you love, that is the perfect life work balance. That should be the end goal. It's not about, I want to be a rock star and go to cons and have everyone worship me. No, I want to get rich. No, that shouldn't be the goal. If it is, you got to go to therapy. Okay, go to therapy. Start working this stuff out because that's not what your end goal should be. So that's my long rant on that.